mercy. All right, y'all grab a seat. Woo! Man.
Andy.
Whoa, TWC.
Before you get started, I know how you don't like to be interrupted and you don't like surprises. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me later. But my good friends, Mr. Manny Wong and Tess Wong, have a very special thing they brought up that they want to get up with their team and give you real quick.
I ain't big on surprises, Manny.
Yeah, I know that
Revis,
you're not happy with surprises.
there should be a red dot on him right now.
But yeah, we want to present this to you from our team. Hey, come on, guys. Our team is a team's decision.
I see you have employed the President's Club.
That's right.
Yeah, for basically helping us, helping all the agents nationwide, helping Chris Long.
I like your signs.
Yeah.
Yes, we're gonna make one for you. And yeah.
So this is for me.
Yes. So we made it for you. Yes.
Whoa! Tell me. My goodness. Tess, would you read this to me? Would you read this? Let Tess rule it.
Yes.
Tess, would you tell me
okay,
about
sure.
Tell me about this. This is nice. This is first quality. This is unbelievable.
Yes, it's Frank Timplo who made it. Designed by Frank Timplo.
Frank, thank you, man.
Right here.
That's incredible, bro.
And also our badges. He made it.
And he made the badges?
Yes.
Yep.
For the team.
So read this to me. Tell me what we're working with here.
All right. National Agents Alliance, founded 2002. Andy Albright, President, CEO. Our mission, to provide financial stability in a fun environment built on leadership, trust, and loyalty. Our vision, to provide opportunity for financial freedom, ignited and united by leadership in every community throughout the world. Woo! Our motto is, have fun, make money, and make a difference. That's why we're here.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. I am so... Y'all messed me up. Y'all messed me up, man. We're okay, Revis. Nobody shoot him.
No.
Well, thank y'all so much. I don't want it to fall down and get broke. Can we leave it standing? Will it lean up right there without anybody banging into it? And we'll leave it right here. That is great stuff right there. Well, I'm going to get you guys up in a few minutes and talk to you some more. And y'all are here all day, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, good. Well, give them a hand. Thank you, Manny and Tess Wong. Daggone! That's a good way to kick off the show. Get a gift and something like that. That's top notch. That's first quality right there. Well, guys, I am fired up about today's TWC. I really got just crazy fired up. I walked in just a few minutes ago and met the front row. Have y'all panned around and show how many people are here just for open house? We've had, I think, 4 instant thunders, 4 or 5 instant thunders. How many of y'all were here? Was anybody here for any instant thunders? Okay, so a lot of you were here for one of the instant thunders. It looks like you went and brought other friends back. We got brand new people here. So we're going to mess them up today. I mean, with the tours and the training, it's not going to be the same thing as Instant Thunder. And I don't know when we're ever going to do another one of those. We will. I just don't know when. But for those of you that came, you know how life-changing it was. So today is going to be life-changing for some people. I tell people all around the country, come see us. They go like, well, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to work with you. And I go like, so are you going to work with me 20 hours a week, 30 hours a week, 40 for the next 3 months and never even come down here? I wouldn't commit 3 months, even if I was only going to put in 5 hours a week. Think about that, 5 hours a week for a month. So you're talking about 5, 10, 20, or 30 hours of your life and you never come down here? That's okay. I hear you, bro. But then another month, I mean, at least I'm telling y'all, thank you for coming down here because you can see, well, you've already, hey, what do y'all think about the place as you walked around? Yeah, I mean, well, people are like, I'm not sure if I'm going to commit. Well, I don't want you to commit. What I want you to do is get in your car. I don't care if you're here in Washington, D.C. or Washington State. Drive down here. You say, well, I can fly cheap. Well, fly down here. I'm not telling you what to do, except for I'm telling you, if I was going to check something out, I would bring it on down here and check it out and quit talking about it. You know, quit thinking about it, quit worrying about it, find out who we are. So I want to show y'all some of who we are because as y'all went around this morning, we've got some pictures. So this is hanging out up in our game room. Look at this crowd up here. Are they cool? So much fun. You see how we work. This is over. What the heck is that? Somebody has got a trophy deer. This is over in our telemarketing we're licensing contracting. It's a separate building than the campus. A lot of people are like, oh, there's another building? Yeah, there's 3 big buildings on our campus. This is the largest that you're in. A lot of people don't know that. They don't know how financially committed I am to this. Like everything I got financially is into this and keep pouring in. So cool deal, licensed telemarketing. Where are we at here? Okay, so this is in the mail house because they've got mail in their hand. That's how I figured that out. And this is a separate building that's right up here and where all of our mailing equipment is, the printers, the machines, the whole thing is up there. This is another one this is more in the mail house because it looks like they've wrapped somebody up to mail them off. We've got, who do we have that's capable of jumping that high? Who is that? Raise your hand. Who is that getting ready to slam the ball? Good stuff, man. You're on my team. So this is behind here. This is behind this convention area where we normally put down carpets over. So a lot of people have been to conventions. So I'll be there at convention. You ain't gonna see the basketball floor. You go, yeah, well, I'll be there. No, you won't. It's covered up. You can't see it. So you guys got to see the basketball court where we play around. We've got, let's see, where is this? Where is that? Where is that? Oh, okay. That's as you walk into licensing contracting. And then Chelsea and that whole crowd over there. So you guys are having a blast. Somebody peeked in right there. That's cool. Okay, this is an ABTF. That's cool. Somebody's getting ready to hit a home run. All right. Pam, what are you doing right there? You are a mess. All right. Andy Lee is hearing what you think. We always want to listen to you guys. So Andy Lee, it looks like he is listening to what Jeff Hedges. And who is that right there with the grimace? Who is that? Is that Kim right there? Kim and Davies. Good to see you, buddy. Glad you're back in here. And we got the guitars out. And nice. Nice. All right, cool. So you look like y'all have too much fun. This is supposed to be a tour, and y'all have just made it into a party, hadn't you? Long day in the office. All right. God, how many pictures did y'all take running around here? A lot. No kidding. Oh my God. President's Club on top. Oh my gosh, y'all are crazy. The American Ride. I bet you won't do that on the next vehicle I buy. Oh. I can't quit thinking about that next vehicle. All right, good stuff here in the programming area. This is more in the ABTF area. This is Brianna and Christiana and Cassie, the lead performance team, and I see other folks sneaking in there from the campus. Green screen time. Cool, way cool. New birth lead coming soon. Is that Sam? Is that Sam? Good job, girl. Oh, way cool out on the basketball court. What the heck? Hey, let's all do that together. We're going to blow up like Mount Fuji. Somebody was texting me the other day and said, I need Mount Fuji back. I hadn't heard that lately. So there you go, guys. This thing's blowing up like Mount Fuji. It is. That's awesome. So I guess I'm taking it that's green screen down there that made that happen. Set yourself on fire if people come watch. You watch. All right. This is the Adventures team. So planning more trips. More in the Adventures team. More trips. More trophies. Wait until y'all see the trophies. So this year was In the Hunt. So the trophies are way cool in January. It'd be worth just coming in January just to see the trophies we're going to give away. They are awesome. I understand this is a programmer sacrifice. So if you have any problems with programming, anything not working, this is what happens. We're going to fix our programmers. Paul, owning the world. Way cool. Is this where we started? Okay, good. Well, y'all can see, and the whole world had to look at y'all's pictures, so that'll serve them right for not being here. Now, somebody's got to stay out there selling. Hey, I want to show you this, another detail. Check this out. We are now at the run rate. We're now headed toward winning 25 trips with Foresters. So this is a cruise to Nassau and the private island. So we're on track to win 25 couples. So the breakdown will be 8 couples for veteran agents, 6 couples that are brand new agents, 8 couples that are lottery tickets. So we're just going to draw your name, and based on, it's every $2,500 in issue paid in a month. So in a month, $7,500, you're going to get 3 lottery tickets. So if you do $1,500 this month, no lottery ticket for you, and this is strictly Foresters. And then 3 top agency managers. So if we could get it up to 30 trips, which is very possible, we could win. It'll move up to 10 veteran agents, 7, 10, and 3. Does that make sense? So more people will win if everybody contributes a little bit. No guarantee that you'll win, but you can at least get in a lottery ticket. Now, there's something else going on around the country that some of the people that I haven't visited, or Tim Goad hasn't visited. How many of y'all know about the $10,000 pump? Do y'all know what that is? You know what we're talking about? Here's what we want you to do. This is a goal for some of you, and we're throwing it out there. You don't have to go for this, but the idea is to put $10,000 cash in your bank account. So have $10,000 cash and carry around $1,000 in your pocket, $1,000 cash. Now, we don't want you to do that. You say, well, wait a minute, you don't understand how in debt I am. Well, let's make a 90-day run and try to get you out of debt. Write as much business as you can. Don't watch TV. And I know there's some great new Law & Order episodes that are coming out. And my daughter told me about this conflict show or escape show or something. It's one word. Complications, is that it? No, I think it's not. That might be it, but it's called sham or a fake out. Scandal. Scandal. And she said, it is great, Daddy. She said, you watch it, you'll be hooked. And I said, that's a good reason for me not to watch one episode. So I know there's a lot of good television. I know recently there were some good wines that came out. I know Anheuser-Busch is still pumping out some incredible Losers Kool-Aid. And what I'm asking you to do is to focus on getting out of debt for a little bit and carry around $1,000 cash, and then what I want you to do, and Chadwick, I don't know if have known about this, but what I want you to do is we go like, hey, pump, who's in? And then what happens when I'm in a city and I go, all right, $1,000 pump, who's ready? Well, if you ain't got $1,000 in your fist to pump, it's not a $1,000 pump. Y'all know what I'm saying? It's more like a open-fisted, I'm like, let me see in there. You ain't got nothing in there. I mean, I still, I'm not going to discriminate and not pump with you, but it just ain't the same thing as having that that way you got equal weighted. You see what I'm saying? See, look, see that one's empty. That one's full. Y'all see what I'm saying? So it's a $1,000 pump challenge. And I don't know if your hot spot's thinking about doing this, but let me tell you this. Where am I going to get the money from? Let me tell you, CFG. Now, we can do the cruise with Foresters. The other competition is going on CFG. And it is the most CFG you can write, you get cash. There's lotteries to draw cash, but it's just plain cash. You with me? So if you're one of those, I get emotional. Just look. So if that don't bother you, if that don't float your boat, you go for the cruise. Now, another thought is just write as much dadgum business in the next 90 days as you can. Win the cruise, win the cash, do the fist pump, $1,000 fist pump. Does this make sense? So that's all that's going on. There is a moo shopping spree going on. I'm 100% for that too, so write some moo if you want to. Oh, by the way, this 90-day, October, November, December, go for the Banff. Think about this. You're allowed to, hello, if you're watching, you're allowed to work 120 hours a week. You're allowed to work on Sundays. If you want to win this Banff cruise, you can do it. And there will be people that will go all out and win it. And nobody's going to be mad if you don't. But I'm just telling you, you're allowed to work as much as you want to. Nobody's going to come up and say, now don't get me wrong, your family is going to say things like, you burning the candle at both ends. Every time my mama said it, I'd be like, I don't even feel warm. I know I'm redneck up here, but I don't see nothing. Somebody in the outside world may say something to you for trying to make a run like that. But nobody in here is going to put you down, make fun at you, and laugh at you for trying to win an all-expense-paid trip to Banff, Canada. Nobody is. Matter of fact, we're going to encourage you and say, way to go. And then, listen, you go up there and you go like, this wasn't worth it. Well, we'll fly you back home for free. I ain't never made that promise before. And you don't have to make a run on the next contest where we're going to go to the best of the Mediterranean Sea cruise. You don't have to go for that if you after won this. But what if you barely miss this and then you don't know how good it is? You're not going to know for sure whether you're going to run next year. You see how it's going to create a... So you might all just go for this one and win it and see what it's like and see if it feels good. Okay, so that's kind of the contests that are going on. I am in Vegas October 12th. Matter of fact, someone was asking me, and I was like, it's October 12th. I couldn't remember. I was flipping through my phone. I couldn't find it. So I'm going to be out there all day training, and I'm attending a seminar out there 2 or 3 days. So I'm going to be out there 2 or 3 days, but this day I'm going to get there. No, it's not all day. We start at 2 p.m. 2 to 5 training. We're going to take a break, and then, so if y'all know anybody in Vegas, or if you're close to Vegas, or if you want to meet us out there in Vegas, October 12th is when I'm going to be there. Captiva. Now with Captiva, we've got, Amber, you said those pictures were up, but I'm thinking they're not because they're not here. Is somebody getting ready to pull them up? Okay, so in Captiva, here we have, Phil and Gina are going to be there. Now what this is, y'all know how we're doing, and matter of fact, one lady was just telling me, she said, Andy, we need more of the people that are kicking butt to come to the different hot spots across the country. And I was like, I'm leading the country. I'm right up there in the top 3. Gina Hawks is leading the country. And I can't make people go. I can suggest that our people that are doing good go. Does that make sense? Like I can suggest it, but I can't make anybody. Matter of fact, presidents of insurance companies, sometimes like, you can get anybody to do anything. I go, I find people that'll do it, and then I love on them. That's what I do. I find people. So I found some people. So Gina's somebody we found. Who else? So Joe Dukes is flying all around the country. He's showing a plan. He's doing these meetings. So what I'm telling y'all is I look at, see who's doing it, and I'm taking care of these guys for I think 4 days, 4 nights in this place called Captiva, Florida. And this is the group that are leading the country, and I'm just thanking them for what they're doing. So I'm not mad at anybody that's not doing it because people got children. They got wives that won't let them do it. They got mamas that tell them it's not a good idea because they're burning too many candles. And also some of them are making good money, so they've reached a comfort zone. I'm not upset, but I am saying I would like more of our people that are up. And you say, well, wait a minute, I'm not qualified to do it. You might be. Okay, because we're looking for people that want to help, leadership to step up. So Joe and Tina Dukes, Chris Long, I was talking to Chris this morning. He was in Nashville, Tennessee, helping a group of people, showing a plan. He had a group of people down there. He had Devin down there. Ty, what's this guy's name down there? Ty. I know the guy goes everything. He's got several people in Chris Long's team that are in Nashville, the Lampy's team, several teams, and he was flying back home to Jacksonville, Florida. You with me? So Chris and Courtney, my wife is fired up about hanging out with Courtney. Stephen Davies, all over the place, doing meetings. We got who in the Davies teams in here? That's right. There they go. It's the Davies team all over the place. And Holly, so they'll be with us. Eric Belair. Eric texted me. I'm not going to go through the trouble looking up. He texted me this morning. He said, boom, yow. Throw in the bonus. I've made $54,000 this month. Woo! So, not a bad month. How many of y'all would like to make $54,000 this month on top of your job, on top of what you already had? So Eric and Bobby Belair, Adam and Beth Katz, look at them hanging out. This is on the last cruise we went on. Adam is all over the place. Everybody knows him. So what can we do? When these people come to town, just take care of them. I got a text. Somebody texted me. Oh, I know it was Tim Sipe. He said, Gina Hawks is out here in Phoenix, and we're taking incredible care of her. Pick them up at the airport. And if you have anybody in Adam Katz's group, do more for them. That's the best thing you can do for them. Just take care of them when they come to your town, and then help their people. Does that make sense? Help the people that are helping us, sort of thing. So good job, Adam and Beth. I see Cuz in the background. Robbie Kraft, Robbie and Liz. He's up at your place, Chadwick, right now. You're down here with a team, and then Robbie Kraft is sacrificing. He's being away from Liz. He's up there working for you and helping you. Okay, so he's going to be in Captiva with us. Paul Roberts, most people know Paul Roberts. Paul and Tamara flying all around the country helping people. That's a picture of them. And Tim and Gay Goad are going to be there teaching. That's going to be incredible. Who else? Oh, thank you, Billy. Oh, the Lampys. I know exactly where that is, in front of a big mural, big picture on the cruise ship. Bill and Diane. Now listen, here's what they're doing. Bill's going this direction. Diane's going that direction. Bill flies here. Now that's sacrificing for the team. So they're doing it for themselves. No, with Alliance, you can sit back and it'll grow. But they're giving. They're giving and they're building relationships. All right, and James Hill, James and Jane Hill. Let's just go ahead and say James and Jane Hill. Ain't it? Is it this month? Is it this month or next month? It's next month. It's in November. Is it October yet? It's September. So when I say September, Eric made $54,000. I'm right. So they're getting married in October. So tomorrow's October? Okay, tomorrow it's James Hill and Jane Hill. Okay? Check it. Look at, how would you like it when your picture is thrown up there? It's somewhere in Venice. Somewhere in Venice that shot was taken. Cool deal. Thank you, guys. Who's next? Jason and Tawny Carey on the West Coast, traveling up and down the West Coast, coming over to the East Coast, helping people out. They're going to be hanging out with us. Who else? Mike and Noel Leventovich. Is Noel here? Noel, come on up here. Noel Leventovich is here joining us. She's our special guest. This is another shot. That's up at front of a restaurant. What a cruise. I mean, isn't it just, does it ever occur to you, like, here I am, there's my picture, and we're on some cruise ship on some country, and you don't even know where it is?
Oh my God, all the time. I'm like, oh my gosh, am I really here? I'm like from this small little town in Ohio.
You haven't forgot what it was like, have you?
Oh my, no.
Some people forget.
No.
I don't want to forget. I always want to be like, this is amazing and appreciative. That's where gratitude comes from, an appreciation when you remember, when you're still amazed.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right, who else we got, Billy? Jason and Tawny again, somewhere in the world. Chris and Katie, our event planner and marketing guy. Another beautiful place. I'm not wondering what island that was. All right, that's Fiji. Well, it's a picture of Chris and Katie in Fiji. And Gina again. So that's the crowd that we have going. So that's the group, that we have going down there. So thank y'all very much for that. Okay, so I want you to stay up here. All right, so TWC, the show today, what I wanted to do is say, if you're a female, what do you have to do? Now, if you say, I'm not a female, what do I have to do? I go, well, try to think of some of the things that we're talking about that a lady could do, and then what that applies to you. Okay, it's something they're going to have to do. So what I want to get across to you today, the one thing we do is sell, recruit, and build. Y'all understand what I'm saying on that? Sell, recruit, and build. Just like with a football team, you play offense and defense. Basketball players play offense and defense. You've got to do your job. So we sell, recruit, we build. So selling, I don't think it's complicated. You go out there, you help families get covered, you get a check. Don't bring me back a reason. Bring me back a result. That's what selling is. It's placing it, it's good persistency. Selling's a big deal. Recruiting, that's bringing somebody else in and teaching them to sell. That's what recruiting is. Not just recruiting them, it's getting them in and getting them to sell. You say, I thought getting them to sell was building. Building is when you get them to do what you just did, which is they recruit somebody else and teach them to recruit and build. The building's what makes it exponential and makes the insane money. Okay? So the sale is simple, the recruits is simple, the build gets a little more complicated, and that's really the part, that's the one aspect that can get you crazy, crazy wealthy. That's the one aspect that can change lives. That's how you can get your own plane, and you can build your multiple houses, and you can have the cars, and your kid can go to school anywhere they want to. It's where you can give $1,000 here, write a $20,000 check there. That building's the magic, okay? It's the copy. It is the copy part, okay? So that's the one thing we do. What I want to talk about today is there's 3 things that a female has to do, has to know how to do, and have to do these 3 things, okay? Now, so here's the plan. Guys, we can do anything. If they can do it, if the girls can do it, we can do it. So here's the plan. 3 things that I'm going to tell you to do for the next 7 days. Okay, think about this. So today's Wednesday, TWC. Points end on Thursday. I know some of you got sales tonight and sales tomorrow. I'm not telling you don't do that. But Friday, I want you to get this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So it's a 7-day challenge to know how and to do the 3 things we're going to talk about. Does this make sense? There's 3 things. They're inside of sell, build, and recruit. Sell, build, and recruit. These are 3 things inside of that I want you to do for 7 days. Okay? And if you're a female going, what do I got to do? I want to hear Noel's perspective on this. All right. Now, imagine this. 7 days of focus. 7 days of people killing it. Now, I'm going to get with you next Wednesday on TWC, and I'm going to check. And I'm going to say, did you do it? 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 If you don't want to, that's fine. So this is the next 35 or 40 minutes you get to see the challenge and decide whether you accept this mission or not. Or you decide if this dog will hunt or if this dog won't hunt. You get to decide in the next 35, 40 minutes. Say you do accept the challenge. Say you accept the hunt. Say you believe in it. Now it's a question of, can we get 7 days of focus? I've said this so many times. I had to be careful when I say it because sometimes it sounds wrong. But if you don't focus the next 7 days, you gon' focus.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? You gon' focus if you don't focus. People say, how can you focus if you don't focus? Well, here's the way that works. That's like not making a decision is a decision. You say, how is not making a decision a decision? Well, you made a decision not to make a decision. That's a decision. Dude. Oh, through my years of working in a textile mill, I almost said a bad word right there. You made a decision. So, if you don't focus the next 7 days, you're going to focus. You go, what do you mean you're going to focus? That's what I'm telling you. What you're going to do is you're going to focus on everything. We want you to focus on what we're talking about here. See, most people, that's the way their life is. They're focused on a television show, a beer, an argument with a wife, an argument with a dog. He thinks he should poop inside. You think he should poop outside. Your wife thinks that he should be on the bed. You think he should be dead. That's what people focus on. They focus, I should support my mama. Your mama should get a job. Have I hit home with anybody yet? We should cater to our children. Our children should pick our stuff up and put them in the drawers like they're supposed to. Everybody, that's what people do. They think about all kinds of stuff and they focus. Wait a minute, how are you saying they're focusing? They're focusing on everything. They're saying yes to everything. They're thinking about everything. I'm talking about a different kind of focus. I'm talking about a kind of focus like when the sun's either going to shine on you or the sun's going to shine on you. Okay, listen to me. Shine on you is when you say, oh, it feels nice outside. Shine on you in a different way is when you adjust the magnifying glass to get that light to come down like that. And little bitty speck, put that on your little bitty hand and you got a little bitty blister that burned like a little bitty fire from the depths of hell. Well, it's called the power of focus on something small. It's the power of small and the power of same that we're going to be talking about today. In other words, we're going to talk about we all do the same thing for the same reason at the same time for 7 days. You know what I'm talking about?
That's right. That's what I'm talking about.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Oh my gosh.
See, that's the thing. It's like the TWC. If everybody is watching the TWC for the same reason at the same time, we get everybody in lockstep. You with me? Can you see a flash mob where one guy's dancing in Charlotte and one guy's dancing in Dallas and they say this is a flash mob? That ain't no flash. That's not the same thing. And especially if one does it on Tuesday and no one does it on Thursday. It's same time, same place, same reason, same action. Then it gets crazy. Like New Year's celebration in New York City. You see, that's a different thing. They're televising. They've been doing that thing for, I think, over 100 years now or something like that, or 86 years. It's crazy. The reason I was thinking about it, we were just up there. Jane and I were up at the Marriott Marquis right there in Times Square. And I was like, right here's where it goes down. Right here when that ball comes down, everybody, it's like hundreds of thousands of people doing the same thing for the same reason at the same time. And this caused a problem. A traffic jam. Next 7 days, same thing that we're getting ready to talk about. Same. Power, focus, burn. Psh, premium. Lives changed. Visions changed. Dreams changed. World changers. That's what we're talking about here. All right. You got your mind right? Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. Noel and Mike and Noel, introduce yourself, tell us where you live, and tell us a little bit about your family, cars, houses. And I'm asking you to brag a little bit. I'm asking you to tell the truth, just kind of how things are set up in y'all's life. Office, staff, kind of give us a Noel. See, because she did what I'm telling you. She got with me. She got with the alliance. Okay, you talk.
Okay. All right. Yes. My name is Noelle Leventovich. My husband is Mike. We live in Louisville, Kentucky. We were hired by Alex Abian. And so a little bit, I have 4 kids. We have 4 kids, age 14, 12, 10, and 8. And so some of the things that you want, some of the things that we're able to do now, Andy?
I want you to tell me, how many agency managers, I want you to tell me if you have a staff,
Oh, okay.
office.
Yes, we have an office. We've had an office since 2005. In fact, at the same time we got our office, we got our first home at the same time and took our office out of our house because prior to that we were working in our home, for that time. And so that was cool to be able to do that. And we have 3 staff people. Currently, we have a full-time nanny that helps us out. I consider her a staff person.
Full-time.
Full-time, yeah.
Talking about that's
Yes.
something I never had got the opportunity to have. That's just been incredible.
It's huge, man.
How crazy is that? Was it her or him?
It's a female. Her name's Lizzie. Yes.
So Lizzie takes care of the kids. So how does that work?
Oh, it's crazy. I mean,
Does she live there?
no, she doesn't live there. She comes. She comes
Driving up.
Picks them up from school. We'll take them to school in the morning. She comes, picks them up, takes them to swim practices, which I don't have to do the carpool that way, and saves us time there. She helps out with laundry and cleaning our house while we're gone, and she'll go grocery shopping for us sometimes if we need
Is it
some
wrong
things,
for me to
so-
say this? Because somebody boo me if it is. How many of y'all want a Lizzie? Is that wrong?
Is that wrong? It is awesome to have somebody that can take all that stuff.
Is she
that-
nice to the kids?
Yes.
They like her?
They love her. They love her. They love her.
Does she draw with the kids, do coloring?
Yeah, she helps them with their homework if
Oh, she knows how to do math?
She knows how to do math.
That's awesome. How long has she been with y'all?
Lizzie's been with us I want to say it was about a year, but we had somebody full-time that was with us before that was 5 years with us. Same
How you spell
situation.
her name? Is it like that?
With an IE.
I-E.
Yeah.
Is that spelled right?
That's right. Boom, yeah.
So, by the way, it was Ryan Tiano that I was trying to say his name right. Go, Ryan, when you're making the kind of money she's making and you're as big as she is, I'll be able to spell your name also. I said that to Siri.
Oh, they messed
You know what it said? You know what it said. It didn't say Leventovich.
Siri doesn't like it.
I showed it to Mac. I was like, look what it put. So it's Lizzie. All right. How about cars? Y'all got 1 car, 2 cars, 3 cars, 4?
We have 3 cars. One's a beater car. One's a van that my Lizzie, my nanny, can drive the kids, and then the other one is a Highlander, a Toyota Highlander.
You got 3 vehicles.
Yeah.
How many in the family drive? I guess does your kid?
None of my kids drive. No.
You got 4 children.
4 children.
How are they?
14, 12, 10, and 8. 2 years apart.
Is your boy 10 or 12?
My boy's 8.
8. Your boy's 8. So he's the one that shot that shotgun.
Yes.
Has he recovered yet?
yes, he has. He had a
Nobody
blast.
asked me before that went down. I just want to point out. Nobody consulted, checked with me.
Hey, I'm all good with
But
it.
I'm all good with it too.
It's fine.
3 cars, 4 children, 2 of you driving. Lizzie helps. Now, does Lizzie have her own car too?
She does have her own car
So
too.
she got her own car, but you have a car she can drive too.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all still live on a golf course?
We still have them on the golf course. Yes, 5,400 square foot.
Do the kids have to shack up like multiple in one room like I had to do when I was little? Or they each got their room?
They
How's that
don't
work?
have to, but right now they are.
Who,
Yeah.
who stays in the same bedroom?
My 2 oldest are together and the 2 youngest are together right now.
Okay, so
But
they're
there's arguments going.
so
right
you
now.
could separate them.
I could separate them.
How many bedrooms in your house?
There's 5 bedrooms in the house.
So you have enough bedrooms that each kid could get their own bedroom,
Yes,
but they don't choose to do that right now, or you don't choose to.
both. They don't.
You agree and they agree.
I agree, and they agree. My oldest, she's just not ready to be sleeping by herself. It's kind of weird.
I never was ready to sleep by myself.
But whatever. But I also have I want a guest.
like it.
I want a guest room. So I have that going on because I have people that like the hot spots you were mentioning that come
Jill,
and stay.
I slept. My brother, we slept in the same bed until I graduated from high school, and then I tried to sleep with Jane ever since.
But we have guests that come and stay, and I want to have
You
the
tell
guest
them.
room there.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
So
Oh,
I'm
it
like,
gives you a guest room. It's
gives you a
called
guest room.
choices. How many? Let me ask this: how many of y'all would like to add choices to your life?
yeah.
Options, choices. Frank, big on that. Choices, just options, decisions. But y'all had to think about this and come to conclusions. You
Oh,
see, there's
yeah.
some arguments going on.
Yeah.
All right.
Discuss it. make it happen. And we have a 2,000 square foot office space too. Upper
In the
level.
house?
No, well, we have an office space in the house, and we have a separate office.
Well, wait, what? Y'all have 2,000 square foot office space?
Yes, it's like
Part of the house?
No, not part of the house.
Where is it?
It's like 3 or 4 miles away from.
So
our
3 or 4
house.
miles away, you have 2,000 square foot office.
Yeah,
And then in the house,
there's a space.
you have just like a workspace.
Like an office space that
Like
Mike
a-
and I
like
use.
a-
We use Mike
Like
and
it
I.
could be a 6-bedroom if you wanted it to be.
Yeah, yeah, but we use it as an office space currently.
Okay. And you have like computers in there and
Yep.
set up, 2 computers, 1 computer,
There's a computer and a couple laptops in there.
1 computer,
Printer. and
2
all that stuff.
laptops, printer.
Yeah.
So you could function out of there if you had to.
Yes.
Okay. Is that for like late night, early morning, or just whenever?
Whenever.
Whenever it's
Whenever
yours.
we want to.
You do it. Another option that you do what you want to do. What else is cool that y'all have?
I got shoes. See my shoes?
I bet you got shoes like I can't believe in there. Those are really cool.
These are
The
from.
Goads would love those. They're big on those.
These are from Italy. Jane has a pair too.
My wife's got some too, huh? So does Mike have as many shoes? Who's got more shoes, you or Mike?
I have more shoes.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah. Yeah. He's. Yeah.
We got a problem in our house. It's not the way it should be. It's not my fault.
It's decisions, choices.
She could be buying more if she chose. It's not. I've never told her not to buy shoes, ever. She'll tell you that. All right. And public school,
They're in private school. All 4 kids.
all
My
4 in
oldest
private
is,
school.
Yeah, 2 different schools, private schools.
2 different schools.
My oldest is going to high school now, so she's.
They ever go to public school?
No.
Is it expensive or is it cheap private school? Is that like, can you say cheap and private?
It's I don't know. I mean, it's a.
How'd you like to do that? I don't really know.
Yeah, it costs some money to go there.
What else? Y'all don't have pastures. Y'all on a golf course. You can't
We're on
have
the golf
horses.
course. There's
Can't have
nobody
horses on
behind
there.
us except the
Yeah.
golfers coming through. It's kind of funny sometimes.
And who all swims? Does all 3, 4 swim?
All 4 swim year-round swimming, which takes a lot of time, and that's why you have the carpools, and Lizzie helps out with that driving.
You don't have to buy a lot of stuff swimming. That's good, right? It's inexpensive to swim. You just got shorts, right?
Well, the swimming suits can be expensive. you
Really?
know. Yeah, yeah.
It can't be like hockey.
It's a uniform, man.
It's a uniform. So
For a
does
swimmer, it is.
and do they travel?
Yeah, they travel. Yeah. We go
Okay.
up there, in fact, they have a swim meet this weekend up in Indiana. We're
3
traveling to.
staff plus Lizzie, 3 cars, incredible house, 5 bedrooms, 4 youngins, and y'all been with us the whole time. Like when we first started the company, y'all came
Yes.
on board.
Yeah.
Okay. So, not bad, huh? Neither one of y'all have like real jobs. This
No,
is-
neither one of us have had real jobs for about 15 years, like real jobs.
building your business. Do you remember when did y'all's lifestyle financially change? 2000, like how many years ago?
It was 2005.
2005.
Yeah, when we were living in, I don't even know how big it was, this townhouse, and we had our office space there, and we didn't even furnish it because we didn't want to be there. So we the walls were blank, and we didn't fill it with anything. And then we moved in 2005. We were able to move into our starter home, which is our 5,600 square feet.
We're going to talk about the 3 things. I don't want to mess us up too much, but when y'all were living there and had nothing on the walls, how much were y'all watching much television and drinking much and beer and partying and hanging out with the neighbors and
No.
you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I know what you're saying. We weren't doing that. In fact, Mike has to correct me if I'm wrong.
Were you working a lot?
We were working a lot. In fact, when we moved to Louisville, we found, through talking to a few people, I don't want to say a nanny, but somebody to watch the kids in the upstairs while Mike and I were working.
Let me ask
in
you
the
this.
office in
Looking
the
back,
basement.
how hard you were working. Like for me, I'm not working as hard now as I worked to become a multimillionaire. I'm working a lot less. People say I work hard now, and I go like, you're a joke. I mean, I don't mean to be mean to you, but you're a joke. There's 168 hours in a week, and I was working all of them. You say you had to sleep. Oh, I was dreaming of stuff, thinking of stuff, praying of stuff. I'm talking, it was insane. To get my wife and my family, so my question is, were you working harder then, or are y'all working harder now?
We were working harder then to get out of that.
I didn't watch movies. I didn't go to football. I didn't go to NC State. Nothing. Not one.
Yeah, we didn't do anything.
Do y'all do anything now?
Yeah, we do a lot of stuff now. Cool stuff.
Like what? Family vacations, trips,
concerts. I just took my daughter to, just the two of us, up to Hartford, Connecticut to watch one of her bands play. Just at the drop of the hat, pulled her out of school, flew her up there.
Flew somewhere to go watch a concert.
Yes, and it was VIP, front row, tickets. I've done the lawn seats back in the day, and they're not as good, let me just tell you. She was fired up, man.
It's hard to explain to people. Say again?
5 Seconds of Summer.
5 Seconds of Summer.
She says it's not a boy band.
So here's what I see. There was normal life, no dream, no vision. And what I used to do then, I had a golf cart. I played golf at the country club. I watched more television than you can impossibly imagine. Parties, Thursday night, I was down at this little shack out in the woods with some of my employees. Me and Jane, Friday night party, Saturday night going out, television. Like, we're average. We were normal. You say country club. It's a country club. It's like the one here in Burlington. Woohoo. I mean, somebody was trying to get me joined. I'm not, you don't understand. You don't understand. I live here now. You don't. So then during here, I can't explain how plain it looked. It was one word, work. You could use another word, do. I was doing the do. What I'm going to ask you today is to hang out in this world for 7 days. If you ever want to get in this world. Does that make sense?
Yes.
That's the way I see my life. Now, do I have stuff over here? Oh my goodness, do I have stuff. Did I have stuff here? No, I didn't have no stuff here. Actually, this might have been some of the happiest times. You go like, you ain't happy here? Well, it's very difficult not to be happy when you're negotiating buying your own private plane. It's very difficult to be going to NC State Louisville game this Saturday. I'm just telling you, I was a happy boy during this time. I just didn't do it living a multimillionaire's life. Does that make sense? Here, not happy. Do you remember this for y'all, like what you and Mike did? Y'all, how old y'all would have been in your 30s?
I want to say I was 30 when I started, so
in your 30s, so 27,
Yeah.
the 20s.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you did, things you did?
Same stuff, just hanging out with friends, parties. TV was a big deal.
TV's a big deal back in that. During that time, I should put TV. No. Yeah. Oh, couch. C-O-U-C-H. Couch. Couch is a big thing in my life. You remember that?
Sleeping, yeah.
Oh, sleeping was a big deal? Sleeping was a big deal. That was normal life.
That was normal.
Jobs?
We had jobs, yeah.
Both of you go in separate directions?
Separate direction,
Did you have any children?
We didn't have children when we
No
started.
kids?
Mm-mm.
So you had kids during this time?
Yes, during that time we had kids.
So y'all wasn't doing only work?
Nope. Did some other things. Did the do.
No, that's not horrible. Y'all hear what I'm telling you? How about, so do you remember?
Oh, it was.
Is this an accurate depiction? I mean, you see what I'm doing here, going 3 different times in our lives?
Oh, totally. This was, How I saw this see this in my life was this was empty.
Empty.
I look at it as, and I talk about this in the hot spots, but I was feeling empty during this time because I didn't have a purpose nor a focus on anything. Here I had a purpose and a focus. So it wasn't empty, and I was happy because I was focused and driven. And so was Mike at that time.
Listen to this. Sparks of energy and depression. Energy, depression, different times, different things. Found the alliance. Here, sometimes I was working 100 hours a week, sometimes 40, sometimes 150, sometimes 160, sometimes 3 days straight, different times. Here, took a break. Oh, I'm fired up again. You with me? You understand what I'm saying? In other words, always variations in each one of these, but I still see it as distinct worlds. Mm-hmm. No dream, living the dream, getting a new dream.
Right.
Does this make sense? Would you... Noelle did it. She figured it out. Okay? She found a way to start dreaming and get across this threshold. When Alex Abian said, what was it he said to you?
He said, do you want to make some money?
Abian said, do you want to make some money? And you must have interpreted that as a lot of money?
Yes. Because anytime he was, yeah. I was like, yeah, he knew what I was making. And it wasn't a lot.
Or a dream. Did you see the dream in his eyes? I don't know what it was, Pam. Pam, you see what I'm talking about. You with me? Now listen, some people try during this time of their life, they try to get over here, and that's a problem. Is staying in this life long enough. I'm just asking you to try it for 7 days. Is this making sense to you? Yep. Same reason, same focus, same thing. Sell, recruit, build. Inside of that, there's 3 things that I want y'all to do for the 7 days. One is goal set. Female, you got a goal set. Is it Grayson? Yeah. Grayson, you too. Goal set. Next Wednesday, what are you going to tell me about your sales? Next Wednesday, what are you going to tell me about your recruits? Next Wednesday, what are you going to tell me about if I'm a great guy, Andrew, underneath? Goal set. So I want you to goal set and try to hit the goal. This is one of the 3. So I want you to talk to us about, from a woman's perspective, how did you goal set?
For me, as I went straight to schedule. I was like, what is my schedule? And I pulled out my activity book, my calendar, and I had to put it in there. Because if I didn't, it would never happen. Right. And so when you're talking about schedule, you kind of work backwards a little bit. What did I need to make? What did I need to be doing? How much money did I need to be making? And then determine from that how many appointments need to be set, and whatever it is, and then backwards from that on how many dials and so forth. Biggest deal is schedule and getting into the habit of that.
So your deal was set the number that you were going to do. All right, so what's your average sales that you've been doing? What have you been hitting? What are you going to hit? So write that number down. So I'm asking y'all, you can do it. So write it down. What do you want to do for sales? Do you want to get $5,000 in premium this week, $10,000 this week, $1,000? Put down the number that you want to hit. And then what you're saying is you backed into number of dials, number of sets, and then time and schedule. Mm-hmm. So you started with schedule, or do you start with bullseye? I'm not going to try to argue about it, but what comes first? What are you trying to do? What do you want? How about this? The goal is freedom. How many of you, for the goal is just freedom? Just freedom.
Yeah.
Is anybody freedom people?
Yeah.
I remember during this time period of my life, I was contentment. It was settlement. It was no dream. And when I got the dream right here, it was all about freedom. I wanted everything freedom. Nobody telling me what to do. See, some people need a boss. Some people need somebody to tell them what time to get up in the morning, what time to go to work, tell them exactly what to do. No thinking. But the minute you start talking about freedom, you have the freedom to schedule your life. And some people, when they get freedom, they don't know what to do. So you had a job, so you went into scheduling. So when it comes to sales, your number one thing is, when are you going to dial?
Well, you got to have, I mean, like, at the time I had the job, so I had that job, I had to put that in there. I had to do that. So then what did I have left over time-wise that I could do, that I could hit this number? And then back into it from there. The number of appointments, whatever it was.
7 days, we want to blow this thing up. In other words, application count. What if the whole company did the same thing at the same time for the same reasons? Imagine the power of same, the power of focus, the power of the burn, the power of the dream. What can we do? What can you do? Am I getting to anybody this week? Is anybody going to be with me on this?
Yes.
Is anybody willing to set a goal on selling? That we have the best week? Manny, what if this week your whole team said, let's look at our calendar. What if they were right now looking at their calendar? Before y'all leave, if you've got your activity book, schedule it. Now, you got to have something you got to be saying no to. Did that occur to you when you had a job?
Oh, yeah. I had to say no to a lot of this stuff like TV and couch and sleeping and all that stuff.
What I'm asking for is 7 days of no. See, during this time, there was a lot of no. My wife say, my mama say, my daddy say, my children say, I say no. So what'd they say? What difference does it make? I said no. They get mad? Sometimes yes. Were they disappointed? Sometimes yes. Were they discouraged? Yes. Did they want to do something different? Was it their calendar affected? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. That's what happened. You say, how'd you get over that? I don't know. I don't remember. All I know now I know what happens over here. I say yes a lot more to different things. Like my daughter said, she typed, Daddy, Daddy, can I have 2 tickets October 31st, me and my boyfriend? Well, she's a student at NC State. Tickets are free. All she's got to do is get in line and stuff and get a ticket. So I replied back, call me and hit me with Daddy, not Daddy, and we'll see how it goes. Phone rings 10 seconds later. Daddy, Daddy, can I have them tickets? Yes, daughter, you can have those tickets. Which ones did you want? Does that make sense? Back here, no game. Well, back here, we get nosebleed seats, wait in line, lawn seats, normal people seats. During here, no. You don't go to a ball game? No. Got dinner with them people? I don't like them. Tim Sipe was here last week. And he said, you going to go to so-and-so's decapitation or something like that? And he was like, I don't even know who you're talking about, Mama. Or
who?
Sprinkling or
who?
marriage or funeral. I was doing something. That's how when I'm saying no to everything, it don't matter what you asking. Does that make sense? Whether it's a decapitation, whether it's a meditation, whether it's a funeral, the answer was no. I'm not interested. I don't care. Hey, hair lip the governor. I don't care. I don't care. I'm asking you, so give it 7 days. Now, you say, well, I don't know if I'm that committed. I understand you ain't that committed. That's how come we ain't $1 billion company yet. I need more people that committed. You understand what I'm saying? That's the whole deal. And I know I'm getting them. You say, Andy, are you asking for that? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What you said is what I'm thinking. I'm not going to repeat what you said. She said, oh, yeah. But, yeah, that's what I'm thinking it right there.
Oh, my gosh, we would have a record NAA application count. Everything would be exploding just from that one point. It would be like a hallelujah breakdown right here at the Alliance. All that focus.
We took 100% of our money and we started working through here. Remember that?
Yeah.
Can we tell them how crazy we were? How you and Mike were? No pictures on the wall time.
We didn't do anything like Andy was saying. We didn't go anywhere. I don't think we knew, we didn't.
Did we lose friends?
Yes, we did.
Are you glad? Do you want to rekindle?
Yes, I am.
Have you rekindled any that you lost?
Some of them. They didn't understand it. They're like, why can't you go? Why can't you do this? Blah, 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 blah.
Do they understand over here?
Oh my gosh. They're asking me where I'm going next.
They're not going to understand over here no more than they're going to understand here. See, this is uncomprehendable for most people in my life. They don't understand the period of my life and buying an airplane and that resort that we put together over there called the Cabin. And y'all didn't come back to a Instant Thunder just go hang out at the Cabin. It's nuts. People don't understand that. They don't understand the shoe purchasing power that exists over here.
That's right.
It's incomprehensible. It's incomprehensible. My wife was like, I looked through a magazine. I had 2 magazines. I looked through every one of them. I could not find a shoe in there. Well, I found one. I didn't go order a pair of shoes. But I was looking for some I don't have. And I was like, now that, technically, I don't have that. I can get it. That's shoe buying power right there, baby. Okay. Goal set. What else tip with goal set? Schedule. Say no to junk that don't help. Somebody took a picture of it, sent it to me. Then I got on an airplane. Me and Jane were up in New York, went to 2 shows, King and I. Guys, don't go. Okay?
That's a female thing.
Oh my God. But Jane loved it. So I'm glad we went. And then the other one, King and I, people were asking, King and I, and the other one's about, it's Broadway shows. Yeah. What the heck was it? It's King and I, and that's good, I can't remember. Somebody tell me where I went. Okay, they'll be texting me where I went, what show I was at in New York. But here's what I do know. We went to Del Frisco's, and we went to the Atlantic Grill. I know the places we eat. 10,000 5-star, unbelievable. You with me? People can't comprehend over on this side. Over here, no. So I'm asking you to say no, except for something that ties into what you do. So here's what I said. Flying back from New York, open up a magazine. That guy, Ohio State coach, and Krzyzewski, Duke University. And what's the guy's name, what's the football coach's name? Yeah, that's his name.
Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer.
Something like that.
And here's what they both were asking them. When you decided to win a national championship, when things started happening in your life, how did you handle it? And here's what they said. Somebody sent me this picture, and then I was reading it on the plane, exact same article. Here's what he said. How many of y'all know? You don't know what it's going to say? Krzyzewski and Urban. Here's what they said. We had to make a decision for our health and our life is if it don't affect my God, my family, or my business, you could say no to it. Mm-hmm. He didn't say business. God, family, if it don't help my players, my coaches, my team, I said no. Mm-hmm. That's what it said. And I was like, You see what I'm saying? In other words, my man Tim, when his mother said, you need to go to that, whatever it was, for some nephew, and he said, who is that? Who's the nephew? Okay? He could say no. And they said when they realized they could say no to stuff that didn't affect their God or their immediate family or their team, they started saying no. It's a schedule. You say no so that you can schedule. Or you schedule and then you say, I'm on a mission from God that day. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And during that particular time, I'm going to have to say no. And by the way, no is a complete sentence. Did y'all know that? Some people don't know that. No. Mess them up with a complete sentence. And don't start with woo, no. Just hit them with no. Now, I have done seminars on teaching how people to put it off. So maybe the next time he does one of them things that my nephew's going to do, I'll go. Well, this is a once in a lifetime. Well, then I'm going to miss it. That makes sense? I can't help it. People say, you mean, listen, you don't want to do it, don't do it. I told you, you're going to get a chance to decide. Schedule. We got
It's
it?
huge. Yes. we got
Okay.
it.
All right. Goal set. Goal set secret. You got something else?
Yeah, just one thing during that time, I had to figure out who I needed to not spend time with and who I needed to spend more time with. For those things you just read it. You just
No. Yes. Making a discernment. Pray for discernment on who to hang around with. All right, you got it? Goal set. 7 days, we're focusing on goal. Next thing, enthusiasm. I want you, next Wednesday, I'm going to check, and I say, how was your enthusiasm every day? I don't want you to go, pretty good. I don't want you to go, aight. You with me? What I need to say is, it's blowing up like Mount Fuji. Y'all with me on this? Okay, now, we're going to start doing it better right here, right now. I'm going to say what I just said. Get with me, Mr. Enthusiasm. And that means you and you and you and you. Ready? Get your hands out like this right here. This is the way enthusiasm starts. Next Wednesday, when I say, how you doing, and you're at home, and you're watching on the screen, or you're listening down the road, going down the road, and you're listening, you got one hand on the steering wheel, I want the other hand ready. Matter of fact, I need you to get your knee up on the steering wheel and get both hands. And I'm going to say, how you doing with your enthusiasm? I want you to say, I'm blowing up like Mount Fuji. Does that make sense right there?
That's right.
I want people that are riding beside you in a car to hit their spouse, say, look at that fool driving with no hands up in the air. Ain't even texting. How did you, as a female, handle that enthusiasm thing? What did you do? What did you act like? Because see, what I want you to know how to set goals, and I want you to do it. Does that make sense? Yep. Enthusiasm, I want you to know how to show enthusiasm and how to do it. Get them.
Oh, get him. For me, I had to think about what I wanted, what my want was, and what my dream was. I had to focus on that. And just one big thing that helped me along the way is I had to learn to smile more than I wanted to. And that helped me have a good morning when I just started smiling in the morning instead of just... We don't know, like I didn't know that I looked like I did, but I look better with a smile on, I think. So that helps me. It helps me to focus. That was my big enthusiasm. I mean, you can't be, look, how can you how can you be down when you're doing that?
I'm going to tell you something. Man missing 4 teeth when I'm halfway, here's what I need to see.
That's right.
I'm not kidding.
Not kidding. You look way better with it. With the smile
I don't care
on.
if you ain't got but 1 tooth left. I don't care. What I care about is this. What else?
Just thinking about my dream, man, and what I had to go, what I was doing during this time.
How about the rest of your body? How about your hands, your arms, your shoulders, your feet?
Oh, totally. When you got jumping up and down, running around, getting fired up. Woo! It's a great day today. Thank God for another day. That's what I said. That's what I say. Thank God He gave me another day. Woo! Let's make this happen. Showtime. That's one thing I do say a lot. Showtime. I say the show's on. It's my day. It's my time. Showtime. In the morning, I'm on it.
Showtime, Nick. When is showtime? When were you on during this time? When was it showtime?
It was the whole time was showtime, man. I had
What
to keep
I'm
reminding
asking-
myself that.
7 days. Enthusiasm. 7 days goal set. 7 days enthusiasm. This is inside a sell, recruit, and build. So when you're recruiting, guess what I need? Enthusiasm.
That's right.
I want you to recruit like Mount Fuji. Does this make sense? You hear what I'm telling you? I'm asking for it. You can turn me down. You can put me off. You can tell me no. But I'm asking you at every single hotspot, how did you handle meetings that you showed up?
Meetings? Oh my
Show
God.
me, tell me.
It's showtime,
act.
man.
What'd you do? How'd you meet?
Hey, how you doing? How
upline?
you doing? Good to meet you. I'm Noelle Leventovich. I had to be in smiling the whole time. I mean,
What about
it's
if the kids
showtime,
acted
big time.
up? What if Mike Leventovich wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing? How did you handle your enthusiasm when he done got you mad?
Hey, how you doing? I'm Noelle Leventovich. Nice to meet you. I'm glad you're here.
Did you just put it in the back of your head? Did you compartmentalize?
Oh, you got to get
Because
rid of it.
I hear that y'all ain't as good as compartmentalizing. That's what I've heard.
Is that what you heard?
That's what I heard.
I gotta
You
do
see
what
what I'm
I gotta
saying?
do what I gotta do, man. It's showtime now. It is showtime.
How many of y'all guys heard that women can't compartmentalize? They mix kitchen with bedroom with enthusiasm and meetings and how'd you do that? Huh? What? Tim Go says it's like at a ball while all the wires touching. Men's box and a box and a box. How'd you deal with that? How'd you
It's
still do that?
showtime. It's showtime, man. It's my show. Don't you understand? It's your show. You can make it what you want it to be. That's the way I see it. It had to be my deal. I can't help that. That wired ball.
I can't help it.
I can't help that.
I can't help it.
It's my show. So that we're in the alliance, but you know every day is your show, right? That's right. You're the ticket. Smile, man.
Did you copy other people that were enthusiastic?
Oh my gosh, yes. all
Did
the
you
time.
mimic?
Motions, hand motions, boom, meow, all that stuff.
Did you ever say, shicky boom?
Shicky boom. The whole thing.
7 days. I need shicky booms coming out of your
Shicky
mouth.
boom.
I need for you to text shicky boom. I need for you to text boom yow.
Boom, meow.
When somebody says something, I need that's right. That's spelled D-A-S. Das.
Das.
That's right. I need for you to type that's right. Matter of fact, you said something on the phone, Frank, it messed me up. Do you know what I'm talking about? You said it had something to do with where you from. You remember that? Yeah. Remember what you told me you was going to be? Come up here. Huh? Tell them what you said. Come up here. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about. I heard this on the phone, and this is why I was fired up by this dude. What'd you say?
I said I'll be your next Filipino redneck.
He said, I'm going to be your next Filipino redneck. And I was like, this is my boy right there.
And I said, booby-ow! I didn't know what it meant, but it said, booby-ow anyway.
You ain't got to know what it meant. You ain't got to know what it meant.
Oh, man.
Y'all hear what I'm telling you?
That's right.
I was like, you know what I thought of this? I thought, Manny has duplicated himself.
Yes.
I said, Chris Long has duplicated himself. It's called building people. Sell, recruit, and build. Show me who you got to copy you. You hear what I'm telling you? First you copy, then you get somebody to copy, and you grow them up. You shape them, you mold them, you teach them. Does this make sense? Now I'm going to tell you what, this takes a lot of energy when you start trying to help somebody and shape them to become wealthy and happy and free. It takes a lot of work. And I tell you, I've been guilty because it's easier just to get them to sell. Because you don't have to I don't have to give them a piece of my heart. And a lot of people do that. A lot of, quote, leaders will not get close to people because it takes a lot of work, effort, and energy. And it's easier just to get them to sell. You with me? But now when I start talking to you and I come over there and I go, unfold them arms and get your mind right, you with me? It's a whole lot more trouble to do that. And I have to remember not to stand here, because I caught myself standing here looking at her and I was like, I had to pull down my enthusiasm arms as opposed to my stupid arms. This is I want to be broke arms. This is give me some money, baby, I can carry more.
That's right. That's right.
That makes sense. Give me some more money, I can carry more. You've been teaching him that? You've been teaching him that. See, in your hot spot, can you bring the enthusiasm? Woo! And here's what people say to me. Well, when you come, the meeting's exciting. Well, when I ain't there, I want your meeting to be exciting.
That's right.
Does that mean, notice, I need me there when I ain't there. I need for you to bring it. The show
Copy
that
time.
Noel's talking about. The copy.
Copying. That's the key. I mean, we need the Alliance for 7 days to copy and focus for 7 days. That's it.
You see how she copied me? By saying, for 7 days, we need you to do this. And it gave me cold chills. I was like, that's it right there. I've been just pouring, talking to Mike and Noel, scheduling calls, and just hoping, but I can't go to each individual and say, this is what you got to copy me. I can't do that. But I can say, I need for you to show enthusiasm, which is, in fact, it's what I do. Is this making sense? I'm trying every way to get you to have that residual income coming in so you got the same choices that I have, Jazz. That's the whole concept. You copy, get somebody to copy. As you find them, that's, last. Like last. Copy, do. You with me? That's what I'm looking for. Mm-hmm. Tracking? How else did you do the enthusiasm thing?
Getting around, being around the people was a big key.
Association.
Association, yeah. I mean, you got to, associate, like I said, get rid of the ones that weren't helping and go to the ones that are and start, how's he doing it? How's he standing? What's he saying? He's smiling all the time. That must be a good thing, right? Getting my mind right, all those things.
Conference calls. You on conference calls come hell or high water?
Oh, yes, all the conference calls. Got to.
See, my question for you is, how many of you are listen to every single TWC? Raise your hand if you're 100%. 100%, every TWC. So if I don't get on it during the day, I get on it at night and I hear it.
That's right.
How many of you an activity call? Every single activity call. Did y'all know I do every single one of them? If I got to do it, do you think you're going to do it by not, so you're going to do less than I do? I don't get that. The Association for Enthusiasm. Get around the most excited people. You say, my upline's not that person. Then go upline.
Get around.
Find the one that's that crazy. What if they try to hold me down? Bust loose. That's right. Just like, imagine that they holding you underwater. What would you have to call me? What? They won't let you breathe? Get out from under that. Pinch them. Pull out them claws. Get them. You authorize and deputize to get free so you can breathe.
That's right.
You go up my upline. I thought you said edify upline. I said edify upline is doing something, not somebody trying to hold you down. That don't make no sense. Mm-hmm. They not doing a do. I need you to do. You got to break free. Don't be mean. Once if they stop holding you down, let go of them. In other words, you start mashing real hard, pressing real hard, and then they let you breathe. Well, then let go. You don't have to keep hurting them. Like if you pull their eyeball out and spush it in a little stuff, and then they let you breathe, then give them whatever's left over their eyeball back. Does that make sense? Let them go. Leave them be. Don't worry about it anymore. Or maybe you get a hold of it good, they go, never mind, I'll let you go. Does that make sense? Copy the most excited, craziest people. Oh, I know what you're laughing at. All right, so you get the crazy. Get around the right people. Andy, who do you know is the right people? How do we know? Well, if you're watching the show and I read out Eric Belair, is anybody question that? Eric Belair's here, be there. Pam Moore is there, be there. Pam Moore is going to show you this week more enthusiasm, more excitement.
That's right.
The Leventoviches, wherever Mike and Noel are, wherever Jason and Tony are, enthusiasm. Be there. Pay the price. It's not cheap. It's not convenient. It's worth it. It's worth it. Here's the question. So Andy, do you think it's worth it? Because so-and-so said to me it's not worth it. Them people are lying to you. Ain't nobody over here telling you it ain't worth it.
That's right.
Nobody over there saying it ain't worth it. It might be some people over there saying it ain't worth it. They ain't never been over here.
Mm-hmm.
You have not been up in the wolf's den. You understand? Like yesterday afternoon, listen to you. Yesterday afternoon, I had the head of advancement for NC State, Brian Sisko, here. He is all of NC State, raised over $100 million in donations. And he was here, and his assistant was here, and the head of the entrepreneurial school, separate. Listen to this. This guy, Brian, hadn't met some of this staff at NC State. I had the whole staff, the whole entrepreneurial staff. I had Jennifer, Haley, and Tom Miller were all here in my office having lunch with me. You understand how big a fan I am at NC State? You understand during here, I didn't go to nothing. I didn't pay attention to them. I didn't do nothing. I didn't give them no money. I didn't know no games. Then I have them here with me. And I had the head of advancement asking me to explain something to the chancellor of the biggest university in North Carolina, asking me to explain something to him. I was like,
That's right.
I explain it like he ain't never had it explained. And Chris Revis, he was standing there. So I got to invite Josh over at telemarketing. Y'all met him. I got to invite Chelsea. I had some of my staff up there, and they got to mingle with the elite of NC State while I had them there. You understand what I'm telling y'all? Is this crazy stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth it. Was you proud, Andy? Oh my God, it's just living the dream. It's a dream come true for me. You understand, a redneck from Union Ridge. A redneck from Union Ridge has these people up in his office. It's just bizarre to me. I go out of there. I had a call with Stephen Davies. I get on the phone with him, and Amber says, before you get on, the Attorney General's looking for you. Now, some of y'all might go into a panic if Attorney General's looking for you. But I know what he wanted. What do he want, Andy? He wants to be the governor of North Carolina. And what do you need to be the governor?
Money.
You need Albright support.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. He wanted support. I said, tell him I call him when I finish with Davies. So I told Davies, I said, I got to wrap up with you a few minutes, Governor. Next governor of North Carolina wants to chat with me. So we talked, and she got on the phone with the secretary and said, Andy's available at 3. So then at 3, I talked to him 45 minutes. I get his opinion of Trump and what he thinks about education in North Carolina and what he thinks about people. I said, what do you think about this one? We need their belly bone to hit the backbone, then they get up off their butt bone. What do you think about that? He said, I like the sound of that. I said, use that. Use that. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Wouldn't that be cool if more of our government people had that philosophy? When their belly bone hits the backbone, they're going to have to get up off their butt bone. Wouldn't that be crazy talk? As opposed to check their mailbox for a check, Right. Wouldn't that be crazy talk? So Andy, you really think you can affect that? I'll let him have it. I was on him. I was on him like white on rice, Bo. I'm telling you, I was duck on Junebug. Man, I was boom, 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 boom. He was laughing. I said, you laughing? He said, by the way, listen to this. By the way, I read the book on leadership you gave me last time I was with you.
That's awesome.
I said, bro, what'd you think about it? He said, I learned stuff. I said, I just reminded you of stuff. He said, no, I learned stuff. That's right. Is that a dream? I need you having those conversations 5 years from now, and you, with significant power players in your community. This is mission. This is mission right here. We can change stuff. But if it's all about the dollar bill, you won't do this. I did this for freedom and for change. That's where my enthusiasm comes from. See, enthusiasm means, look it up, it's a Greek word, the origination, God inside. If that's inside you, show it. I just read something that said, actually, this is actually out of the good book. It said, if God is on your side, pick big dreams. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You can't have little dreams representing a big God. Yes. Big dreams. Big dreams. Big dreams. Craziness. Flying your own jets, Chadwick. You having a 10,000 square foot house. You helping pick the next governor. You affecting who's president. You affecting foreign policies. You having a say-so. You explaining to them that they need to say shicky-boom more. You telling them what books to read. Heck, you having one of their jobs. You understand what I'm telling you?
Yeah.
Enthusiasm. Hey, did I get anybody with me 7 days? Can I get it?
Yeah. Woo!
Last one is this. Do the do. 7 days, I need the do.
Time to do the do.
The sell, the recruit, the build, the do, the do. How did you do the do, the do? How'd you do that? Like back in the day and today, how do you do the do?
Just like that. Copied him. Copy. Back to the schedule and reading and all those doing the do things, because I know Andy's going to check, make sure I'm reading. So
accountable to me. Accountable to your downline.
Accountable.
I got one do for you. The pain of having to make a phone call.
Oh.
The pain of somebody cussing you out. The pain of a no-show. The pain of me show. The pain of not getting checks, or the pain of regret. Which one do you want to feel? The do ties in to your choice of pain. Your choice of pain. Do you want to look back and you never ran, you never did a 7-day run, you never did a 90-day run, and you go like, what if I'd have done it? What if I could have done it? Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
What ifs?
A life of what ifs, or a life of I did. Paul, you with me? You and Sam, 7 days? Run? Just 7 days. I don't need your whole life, just 7 days. I hear you. You're going to ask for it again, ain't you? I'll decide that in 7 days.
Right now.
I don't need for you looking around thinking about after next Thursday. I'm talking about the next 7 days. Y'all hear what I'm telling you? Focus or focus? You decide. What are you going to do to your team? What else on the do?
Focus.
Do.
The pain of discipline for 7 days.
7 days!
7 days.
Now, come on, what do you
Focus.
think, Bo? You in 7 days? Just 7 days, man. Same mission. Same mission, guys. Same thing, same reason. Freedom. What's the reason, Andy? Freedom and dreams come true. Legacy. Freedom, dreams, and legacy. Let's do it for that. That's the reason. Freedom, dreams, and legacy. What's to do? We're going to sell like nobody's business. We're going to recruit like machines. We're going to wear the phone out. Phone, ear, hurting, dialing. I've done it. I've had to use, I use this ear if that thing hurting. Switch over to this side. You go, no way. Yes, sir.
Move it over.
Done that? How many different headsets have I purchased? I'll try this one for a while. Throw that. I'm going to turn it. Y'all with me on this? All right, y'all stand up. We're going to wrap it up with this. Y'all stand up. Enthusiasm, do, sell, recruit, build. Send everybody in the whole wide world, the open house people who are here. what we're going to do? We're going to blow up like Mount Fuji. TWC out of here. We'll see y'all. We would love you. Bye-bye.